Good morning, I'm Teacher Marisol. Okay, so our first lesson for the first quarter, we have the module 1, filling out forms accurately. Okay, so what I need to know, what is our target in studying this lesson? Okay, so in this lesson, you will be able to fill out forms accurately and to appreciate the importance of filling out forms accurately. Okay, so do you think it is important to learn this lesson? Yes. Why? Because we oftentimes asked to fill out forms whenever we use documents at the school, bank, or office. This is an essential activity that we cannot avoid doing. So for these reasons, we need to master how to fill out forms. Okay, so grade 5 pupils, can you do the job? Okay, so what is the difference between fill up, fill in, fill out? Okay, fill up is used to make a container full, specifically liquid. Okay? Halimbawa, punuin mo ang timba ng tubig. Okay? So fill in is used for missing slot, while fill out is mainly used when completing something with information. Okay, so sa paggamit ng mga salitang ito, tayo ay nagkakamali minsan. Okay, so we are not aware of it. I personally, ako mismo kung minsan, sinasabi ko, fill up the form. But note ninyo, it is wrong. Hindi tama ito. So when we are completing something with information, we are not going to use fill up. So ang ginagamit natin is fill out. Okay? Okay, so remember, fill up cannot be used to mean the act of completing a form. Can a form hold liquid? Of course not. Since it cannot, it is not appropriate to use fill up. Okay? Okay, so when completing something with information, the appropriate expressions are fill in and fill out. So please don't ask anyone to fill up a form because they will not be able to do it. Ask them to fill in or fill out a form instead. Okay? Okay, so what I know, let us check what you already know about our lesson. Have you experienced filling out forms? If not, no worries because for today, you are going to learn about filling out forms accurately. Okay, so this is a school forms. Okay, so you try to answer it or fill out this form so that we can check if you know how to fill it up. Okay? Okay, so you're going to read the directions, fill out the form below, complete it by using the possible answer found inside the box. So use the form provided to you. Okay, so this is a student personal information. So you need to write name. So pag sinabi nating name, yung pangalan ninyo. And then grade and section. And then your age, kung anong edad ka na. And then sex. So sex may be male or female. Male kapag lalaki. And then female, babae. And then teacher, guro. And then your address, kung saan kayo nakatira. And then your birthday, kung kailan ka isinilang. And then your country, ano ang bansa mo. And then yung school, pangalan ng iyong paaralan. Okay? So in this sample form, below, dito sa baba ay makikita ninyo yung mga possible answer. So, ilalagay mo lang siya kung saan siya dapat. Okay, so let us try to answer. Royce L. Cabrera. So, saan siya dapat ilagay? So, ilalagay siya sa name. Okay? Okay, so good luck and enjoy fill out the forms. Okay, so in this part of the module, you are going to examine the forms and then identify it. If it is cash deposit slip, school forms, or withdrawal slip. Okay, so you're going to write your answer in your notebook. Okay, so what's new? Makinig kayong mabuti because you need to think beyond. Okay, so directions, you're going to examine closely the completed, filled out forms and the required informations that was supplied in each form. So, ibig sabihin, yung susunod na ipapakita ko sa inyo na form ay mayroon na siyang sagot. Okay? So, using a Venn diagram, write down the similarities and differences of the forms based on the required information in filling it out. Do this on your answer sheet. Okay, so this is an example of a cash deposit slip. Now, how did you know that this form is a cash deposit slip? Okay, look at the upper side of this form. You can see cash deposit slip. And on the left side is ABC Bank, meaning it is the name of your bank. And then under we have the teller's validation. Okay, next we have the date. Okay, in the example, it's written here, May 27, 2020. So this is the date kung kailan ka nagdeposito ng pera. Okay, so the next one is currency. So you have two choices here, peso and US dollar. So chinek niya yung peso. Okay, the next one is the type of account. So again, you have two choices, savings and current. Okay, when we say saving account, it's one wherein you deposit your savings with the bank and earn interest. So ito yung kung saan dinideposit ninyo yung pera nyo at siya ay kumikita ng interest. While current account is one where you deposit money to carry out business transactions. Okay, example, kaming mga teachers, our ATM card is current kasi doon kami nakakatanggap ng aming monthly salary. Okay, and then the next one is we have the account number. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung number ng iyong passbook. And then your account name, yung pangalan ng depositor o yung may-ari ng account ng passbook. Okay? And then we have the cash deposit breakdown. Okay, so as you can see, meron siyang denomination. So 1,000, 500, 200, 150, 20, 10 pesos, 5, and 1. So dito, meron siyang pieces. Say for example, 2. So if 2 times 1,000, you have 2,000. And then 1, 500, 500. And then 100 is 500. So ito total mo ngayon yan. That is the total cash deposit you have. Okay, then below you have the signature of the depositor. Okay, so maaari rin na representative. Okay, so you write your name and then your signature. Okay, so remember, the informations you are filling out in a cash deposit slip are date, currency, types of account, account name, account number, cash deposit breakdown, and the signature. So remember, ang signature ay napakahalaga. Dapat iisa lang ang ginagamit mong specimen kapag ikaw ay nagbibigay ng signature. Okay, so now this is an example of a withdrawal slip. So how did you know that this form is a withdrawal slip? Okay, so take a look at the upper right side of this form. You can see withdrawal slip. Okay, so on the left side is the ABC Bank. Again, this is the name of a bank. Okay, so under, we have the teller's validation. Okay, so we have date. So the date is May 28, 2020. Ito yung date kung kailan ka nag-withdraw ng yung pera. And then the currency, you have two choices. So yung choice niya is peso. And then you have your account number. So account number, ito yung number ng iyong passbook. And then account name, this is the name of the depositor, yung may-ari ng passbook. Okay, you also need to fill out the amount in words. So, isusulat mo siya ng buo. 5,000 pesos. Okay? So, you also need to write your withdrawal in figures. Okay? 5,000, 5,000. So, under we have the statement, we hereby declare under the penalties of perjury that my or our co-depositors are still living. Okay, so magkakaroon ka ngayon ng personal withdrawal signature of depositors or your co-depositors. Okay, so remember, signature is very important kasi tine-check nila yan, binabalidate nila yan ng tama kung ikaw nga yung nagwi-withdraw or hindi. Okay? So we also have the for banks use only. So this part of the form, hindi mo siya i-fill out kasi yung bangko or empleyado ng bangko lang ang mag-fill out nito. Okay? Okay, so I repeat, the informations that you need to fill out in a withdrawal slip: date, currency, account number, account name, amount in words and in figure, and then your signature of the depositors. Okay, so now let's do this activity. Using a Venn diagram, write down the similarities and differences of the forms based on the required information in the filling out forms. Do this in your notebook. But before that, let me explain to you first what is a Venn diagram. So a Venn diagram is an illustration that uses two overlapping circles to help to visually represent the similarities and differences between two concepts. Okay, so tingnan ninyo, we have two overlapping circle. Okay, so the first one, we have the cash deposit slip. And then on the other side, we have the withdrawal slip. Okay, so what are you going to do? In the cash deposit slip, write here the required information found on the cash deposit slip. While in the withdrawal slip, write here the required information found on the withdrawal slip. Okay, dito sa gitna, you're going to write here the required information found on both the cash deposit and withdrawal slip. Okay, so enjoy your activity. What is it? A deposit slip is a small paper form that a person includes with a bank deposit to show how much money he or she is putting into a bank account. It contains the deposit date, name, and the bank account number of the depositor, and the amount to be deposited in a form of checks or cash, and the signature of the depositor. Specifically, a person who deposits or places money in a bank account is called a depositor. Okay, so remember how to fill out the deposit slip. Don't forget. First, write your name and bank account number. Second, supply additional details such as transaction date and any branch information required. And then list the cash amount breakdown of your deposit and the total amount thereafter. And then affix your signature over printed name found on the lower part of the form. So this is an example of a blank form of a cash deposit slip. On the other hand, a withdrawal slip is a small paper form which has to be filled out before making a withdrawal of money from a bank. After filling out the bank slip, a person signs on it in the presence of a bank teller. A bank teller is an employee of the bank whose job is to help bank customers with their banking needs, such as depositing checks or cash or making a withdrawal. Okay, so how to fill out a withdrawal slip again? So remember, first write your name and the date, then write the desired amount of your withdrawal in words and in figures, and then finally affix your signature on the signature line found on the form, but do this only until a bank teller can witness you signing it. Okay? Okay, so this is an example of a blank withdrawal slip. What's more? Okay, you are now going to fill out a withdrawal slip using the suggested information found in the box. Use the form provided to you. Okay, so what have you learned? Okay, grade 5, tanungin nga ninyo yung sarili ninyo. Meron na ba kayong natutunan? Okay, so to fill out a form is to complete a form by writing the required information on it. So there are two forms that the bank customers use to address their banking needs. One is a deposit slip, which is a small paper form that the bank customers include with the bank deposit to show how much money he or she is putting in a bank account. Another is the withdrawal slip, which is a small paper that has to be filled out before making a withdrawal of money from a bank. Okay, so natutunan mo rin yung depositor. Depositor is a person who deposits or places money in a bank account, whereas a bank teller is an employee of the bank whose job is to help bank customers with their banking needs, such as depositing checks or cash or making a withdrawal. So as a whole, there are particular forms that you have to fill out as a requirement for admissions to a school or run transaction in a bank. Accuracy is very important in filling out these forms, okay? So always remember that. Okay, so what I can do? Now is the time for you to test. Kung yung natutunan mo, you can apply now in a real life situations. Okay, so but before that, you're going to read the selection about Anna and her grandma. Help your friend Anna by completing the withdrawal slip for her grandma. Use the form provided to you. Okay, so let's go now with the assessment. Okay, so directions, you have a saving bank account and you want to put an amount of 2,000 pesos into it. With the following cash breakdown, 2,500 pesos and 100 pesos using the bank account number 0344-5555-22. Complete a cash deposit slip. Fill out the form provided to you. Okay, while for the additional activities, direction, complete the school form shown below. Use the form provided to you. Thank you for listening. Keep safe, everyone. God bless you all.